week, when school students were supposed to be in the classroom learning, many in East London walked out of the gates to protest against Israel. According to local media reports, around 2,000 students took part in the march. Some were young enough to be in primary school, some were wearing their school uniform, and some were accompanied by their parents. And it wasn't just pro-Palestine messages on display. Children were heard chanting, "Israel is a terror state."
Hamas! Shame on you! Rishi Sunak! Shame on you! Rishi Sunak! Shame on you! Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Oh, it's facing that way. Free, free! Free, free! Palestine! 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 Free, free! Palestine!
You can hear young protesters shouting shame in a message to the government over its stance that Israel has a right to defend itself against Hamas terrorists. On Wednesday, MPs in Parliament voted against an immediate ceasefire in Gaza.
What do you want? What do you want?
The Jewish Chronicle is reporting that some parents at Mulberry Academy signed off on giving their children permission to skip school and join the rally. And at another school, students didn't return to their afternoon lessons after the march. It wasn't the only march to take place in London this week. Just look at how these pro-Palestinian protesters treated this journalist, Patrick Christys from GB News, who was there doing his job reporting.
Yes, you support killing of babies, which is a very sad reality.
You're not wanted.
You're not wanted. Yourself up and you're just with one agenda.
Shame on you! 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 Shame on you!
While school children in London walked out of the classroom to support Palestine, the Israeli Defence Forces made a heartbreaking discovery. The IDF claims to have found a body believed to be one of the hostages taken by Hamas on October 7. The IDF says it believes the body belongs to Yehudit Ways, one of the roughly 240 people taken hostage. Her body was recovered near Al-Shifa Hospital, which Israel claims Hamas had been using as a command centre. The Israeli Defence Force has released a video claiming to show rockets hidden by Hamas under a little girl's bed. The IDF claims to have found more ammunition, explosive devices and weapons inside other parts of the house.
נמצאים בבית חנון, חדר שכתוב עליו בייבי גרל, כמובן. מתחת למיטה של הבייבי גרל יש לנו פה ערימות של רקטות. מתחת למיטה, בכל הבית סך הכל מצאנו גם עוד פגזים. חגורת נפץ, ערכת הפעלה, נשק קצר, סלולר.
The IDF has released a second video.
RPGs, AK-47s, we see handcuffs, knives, preparation for taking hostages from Israel on the attack of October 7th. As you can see, they were very well prepared, and where they're hiding all of this equipment is in a hospital, a place that's supposed to be for humanitarian aid. They have all this evil hidden here.
The Palestinian Red Crescent Society claims one of the last remaining medical facilities still functioning has come under attack by Israeli tanks. Israel has not commented on the reports while it continues its operations at the Al-Shifa Hospital, where it claims to have gathered Hamas intelligence.
Gaza's main harbour now full of Israeli armour. This footage, filmed and released by the Israeli military, is more than a hint that this brutal 5-week-long war is still in its earliest stages. On the ground, street-to-street battles continue, and beyond, the news from Gaza City's hospitals is truly grim. These are the last images we received a week ago from the Al-Ali Baptist Hospital, filmed for us by Dr. Hassan Abu Sita, and we managed to get him by phone late this afternoon.
Today has been absolutely catastrophic. We've shut the operating rooms in Al-Ali Hospital, which was the only functioning hospital in Gaza City. There was the bombing and the shelling were so close to the hospital, literally in the areas adjacent to the hospital. We have left the hospital now, and we're now in the central zone.
And you've had to leave the wounded people in the hospital?
We've had to leave the wounded people. There are hundreds of wounded there.
The streets around the nearby Shifa hospital have been a focus for Israel for days now, and overnight they say they discovered the body of a hostage. Yehudit Weiss was found, they say, in a building near the hospital. It's not been revealed where or how she died. She was abducted from Kibbutz Be'eri on the 7th of October. Her husband was killed that day. This is the latest evidence, says Israel, of a tunnel system near Shifa Hospital. It's not possible independently to verify what this is or was, or if it leads to a Hamas command and control center, which Israel and America have repeatedly claimed is beneath the hospital. Those who can escape the northern hospitals mostly end up here, at Al-Aqsa Hospital in central Gaza. It is still functioning. The preparation here is for an amputation. The child, the sole survivor of a family, will now lose her legs. That is, if she makes it. Just a couple of miles away, we were with the Israeli military. We can only get into Gaza with them and only see what they want to show us. The people leaving, the humanitarian corridors, but we were not permitted to speak to people here.
Hamas is actively, to this day, while I'm speaking to you, shooting rockets, even in this humanitarian corridor.
But that doesn't give you the right. That doesn't give you the right. That doesn't give you the right.
Forces in a humanitarian corridor.
But that doesn't give you the right to target civilian buildings.
We, as the IDF, have said from the very beginning, when Hamas launched this entire massacre and are breaking every international law by what they're doing, we are targeting Hamas terrorists.
By nightfall, Gaza was in complete darkness. The electricity, the phone, the internet, in and out. The hospitals closing one by one. Patients still inside.